welcome back to another episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We have almost a full crew today. We are missing Herc on his birthday, no less, so that's sad. Guess it's like reverse inspiration, man. But yeah, I do have plans for that. We'll have to give him a belated birthday surprise next time he joins us with the group. Until then, I'll just be, I guess, piloting a Herc who is reeling with the god of horror as he intermittently just kind of, you know, just trying to make a connection there with the paladin and stuff. So that'll be interesting. But with me, I have, as always, we have our star-studded cast, starting with our Fearbulg Barbarian, the Bigfoot Lebowski.
Yeah.
Say hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
We also have our resident Locathar Warlock, Mako Tsunami.
I'm ready to take names and have some fun.
Hell yeah. And we also have our resident rogue arcane trickster, little kobold named Xanathar.
They'll give it music. They'll give it kobolds music. Get real, you know?
There you go. Hey, it's Sneaky T. Oh, hey! Hey, kids, are you ready for Xanathar? I'm sorry, man. There must have been some kind of mistake here. How about this one, Scott?
Yeah,
The Xanathar is... There we go. Near far, Xanathar. And we're ready to play some D&D. Let's do this shit. And get some tense music going here. So maybe let's get some... you know what we need? We need a little bit of goblin snoring here. Let's see.
2 hours later.
Okay. So, where we last left off, our adventurers were making their way through the Xanathar sewer hideout. They took like about 45 minutes to sneak down a hallway, but when they finally did make it down that hallway, they found there was like a secret passageway that Czar knew. He solved a little riddle. What was the riddle, Scott? It was what is Zanny Boy's favorite color? And it was purple, right? And so Czar went up and he activated the special mechanism. And actually, I was just going to ask you guys: do you guys want to start out as you're entering this right now, or do you kind of want to already be inside right now as we're starting?
Let's start ahead.
Okay. So
yeah, let's get up in there.
So Czar went up to one of the many urinals that were up against the wall. There were some toilets too, and he found the one that had a special inscription on it, and the inscription said, "It's urinal 9 3/4." And Rainier was like, 9 3/4, think you're funny, do you? And Czar's like, yeah, I do. And he clicked the little button there, and boom, as he flushed the toilet, it magically swung open there and revealed a passageway that led to the inner sanctum of the hideout. And as he did that, you could hear the sounds of 2 sleeping goblins that are positioned on either side of the map. One of them is over here, and the other one is over there. Did you guys see those pings?
No.
sir.
All right, let me switch to the GM
I
layer.
can't see
Right
anything.
here. So right here is where you guys are entering, and there is you can hear the sounds of sleeping goblins that Czar knows is positioned on either side. So here and here, there seem to be some sleeping goblins, and the place is totally dark for the most part, and I don't think anybody has anything lit. Correct?
Yeah, we don't have anything lit. We're completely in the dark.
Okay. With that, Czar is going to take point as he enters in. And I'm going to bring up the stream with you real quick. I think everything looks good. Okay. So you guys are now, I assume, sneaking in, right? To this location here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I make a sneak. Sneak ahead.
Some of you guys in here. I'm also going to bring Herc with you guys, but Herc is just going to be just along for the ride. He's not going to be super involved. So where he won't be in harm's danger, but he also won't really be a help to you guys either, so. He's got plot armor right now, basically. Which is the strongest of
That'll
all
be cool,
armors.
though. It really is.
All
All right, let's let the weakened kobold take the lead again. See how that works.
So Czar, as you turn around the corner, you see there's a little narrow passageway here that you know if you go to the north will lead you up and around towards where you need to go. But to your left, you also notice there's an opening that is. Let me see if I can switch views here. Yes, over there, there is an opening to kind of like an area where there's some supplies, and then if you head north of that, you know that around right here, there are 2 spots where the goblin can be stationed. And if you want to, you can try to peer through here to see where the goblin is, to see where he's positioned. But there's kind of these little crenulations or little battlements that are set up for the goblins to, with little arrow slits that they can shoot through. And you guys did manage to sneak by after Bigfoot almost had a big fart and totally threw you guys off with their stealth. But he managed to pass his strength check to clench those cheeks, and you guys managed to go in there stealthily as you enter into the lair. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna peer through so we can get a little bit of information. I'm gonna sneak up through. Should I roll a sneaky, or do you think I could just kind of tiptoe my way in?
So
Poke my little face in there.
you guys rolled a stealth check before for the sewer, but I'm going to say that this is a new environment. So if you guys would like, you can all roll me stealth checks if you'd like to join in, if everybody is, in fact, in there with Czar. If you guys aren't, then you'll be stationed outside, which means you may not be able to kind of tell what's going on, but you also aren't going to be actively sneaking with them.
I'm
I got
gonna,
oh my
So
god!
are you
I don't have the.
You gonna scout it out for us, or you want us to be there so you don't die?
It would probably, yeah. That's a pretty good thing to happen.
Although
is me
we
not
might cause you to
dying.
die if we fail our stealth check.
we should probably have Rainier go with
Okay.
them. Rainier, would you assist? No, I'm not saying that loud, by the way. I'm like, Rainier.
For God's sakes, man, keep it down. Have you never done stealth in your life?
Not really. This whole adventuring stuff is new to me, Rainier. If you really want me to be honest with you, I was just a fisherman before this.
How about you stick with hand signs until we graduate you up to whispering? Gives you
Hand signs?
Gives you a thumbs up. Yes, you have hands, don't you?
Okay. I have fins. We call these our fins, as I like close and grasp them. I thought that's what you call yours.
Sure. Yes, these, we'll stick with fin signs then, eh?
Alright.
Okay, well, we'll let you know if we find anything up here. I'm gonna sneak ahead with this, with your friend. Don't mind me, excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Herc, you alright? He looks a bit out of it. Okay, let's see. Looks like it's just you and me again, Czar.
It's a pleasure. I tell you what, it's a pleasure. I can't think of a better place to be with a better person than you.
Next to you is Rainier. He's crouched down and he's sneaking along. He looks kind of like a ninja. He's wearing Zentarum robes as he's crouched down and looks to be anticipating, like right behind you as you go to sneak in. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay, here I go.
And I'm going to say that Bigfoot and Mika are
Normal?
not there, so they do not need to roll the stealth check until they enter.
Nice.
Unfortunately, all my token actions got deleted for Rainier, so I just got to propagate them real quick. All right, there we go. Let's do a check. You can hear down the hallway faintly. With your perception check before, you did hear the sounds of some snoring. So you do hear that in front of you. Oh, sorry, that's perception. Well, thank God that was in the roll. Oh. Wow, you rolled a 2, so it's a 6 total.
Why is he so bad?
I know, right? He's only a +4. Jesus, you're a +5. So as you guys go down that, you start to make your way down the hallway, and as he does that, it's completely dark and he can't see. So Rainier kind of trips over. There's a little grate there. It makes a sound, and you hear a little bit of rustling from behind here, as it sounds like there's something going on. Zar, what do? You hear sounds of rustling as Rainier freezes.
Oof.
There's an arrow slit here.
I pause.
And then there's an opening right here.
I don't move.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm sorry, my roll 20s took a shit. I have to refresh it.
It's okay. So you hear Rainier go,
The idea is I'm going to
Bloody hell.
sneak up and take a look. There we go.
okay, so Zar walks up and he goes to sneak up to look through the arrow slit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you do that, it should be revealing, now that you are point blank with arrow slit, you should be able to see through that, correct?
Yeah, I see goblin ass.
Okay. As Zar peeks through, he sees that there is a goblin and it has started to stir. It's waking. It's kind of groggy, but it's kind of looking around. As you see that, you see the goblin's ass, yes, but I also see the goblin peering through that arrow slit. He's peering through the arrow slit that is facing the sewer, and it looks like he's sleepily looking through that right now. But he does not seem to be aware of you and Rainier.
Okay.
Now, if you were to go...
Got a bogey.
see if I can do this.
We got a bogey. We got an ugly ass bogey.
What do you see?
Rainier.
What's behind it? Is it
We have it's an incredibly ugly, disgusting goblin creature.
goblins? I hate goblins.
Its ass is facing me.
That's even worse. But not much different than
I think it's still asleep.
He stifles a laugh as he's like, not much different from the face, eh? How can you be so sure it's not the face?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, you got a point. I think we need to be careful walking past this.
Okay, so what I was trying to show you before is that if you go over this way and then up and then over, you can get to the goblin. If you go down, as you look to your left, as you enter that area, you look down to the south of you, you see that there is a lot of crates. With your dark vision, it's a bit dim, but you make it out to be there's like a storage area, and it is filled with all sorts of different things. They're, like kind of shitty weapons to equip people with. They're not in very good condition. Some of them are for goblins, so maybe you might be able to use them with your small fingers, but most adventurers, especially Bigfoot, would not be able to even handle a goblin weapon. It's very awkward. And that's to your south. You can choose to check that out if you so desire, or you can try, but just be aware that goblin is now starting to awaken. So you kind of have to decide now. Do you want to go investigate the goblin? Do you want to go try to look for loot, or do you want to let everybody know what's going on behind you, possibly risking the fact that the goblin could be waking up and now looking out?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk back here, and I'm going to be like with my hand, just like, guys, come on, quickly, let's go. Because I don't want to take on the goblin on my own, but I think I should take out the goblin as fast as possible.
Bigfoot, you do kind of peek around the corner. You can see Zar kind of waving you on. You choose to relay a fin signal to Mako.
Absolutely. If he can see me.
Mako, do you follow him in?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure thing.
So you guys start to make your way down the hallway as well as you see Zar gesturing on. I mean, both of you roll me a stealth check. As you try to tiptoe down this hallway quickly but quietly. 6 for Mako.
Oh boy. Nice.
Okay.
15. Okay, guys, go ahead and start making your way down the hallway. Zar waves you on. Bigfoot, you go to quickly follow, but in the process, you try to do the signal for Mako, and there's a little bit of that momentary time where it makes a little bit of noise, and Mako starts to scuffle along as he kind of splashes a little bit to try to step out of the sewer, and it slap, slap, slap with his feet. A little bit of sloshing noises are made. If you guys are quick, you can join up with Zar and see what happens. Right now, you guys don't know if you guys can't see the goblin. You don't know what's going on. But Zar, you from your vantage point, you can't really see through the slit. You don't know what you'll find on the other side if you go around the corner. Rainier joins you.
Okay. All right, let's advance. I'm gonna go right here. Come on, everybody.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Rainier, stealthily-ish, goes behind you. I mean, he's pretty stealthy, but he didn't make noise earlier. Just gonna do a quick dice roll real quick. Give me a second. You guys let me know what you're doing, though.
I'm waiting for Lebowski to move in front of me. I'm not gonna move until he moves.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so let me know what you guys want to do.
I want to look around to see if there's bogeys around this here corner. I know there's this guy, but I want to see if I can just like sneakily peer across this corner and see if there's anybody like on this.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a perception check. It is totally dark in here, I believe. I don't think I lit those. It looks like, you guys see the where the lanterns are. Where
these look lit.
Those can be lit, but if it's not lit on the map, it's not actually lit. So this goblin is essentially in the dark right now in his post.
Man, I got these hot fucking rolls tonight, boy.
Okay, you look into the room, you see that there is a goblin, and it is still sleepily rubbing its eyes as it starts to look out into the out of the battlements through the arrow slit. Does not notice you.
This one
Does not appear to be.
So no one here.
Yep.
Okay.
And with your earlier stealth,
So
roll,
I'm gonna-
you would use that if you were to try to sneak up behind it. Just FYI. I think it was a good roll.
Okay. Oh,
22.
what's the science behind just murdering the thing in cold blood from directly behind?
All right, if you're going to go with the combat option, then as soon as you try to do something that would cause a creature harm, we would roll for initiative. If you do manage to sneak up and attack it, it would be a surprise round, but it would otherwise be as normal. But since it's no longer sleeping, you're not going to get a crit like you would have had it been asleep. So like if something is incapacitated for whatever reason and you attack it, you roll with advantage. 'Cause if it's prone and you're within 5 feet, attacks have advantage, and then if it hits, it crits. Unfortunately, this is no longer considered like a sleeping prone kind of enemy that's incapacitated. This is a creature that just hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna just try to sneak across, like from there to like here.
Okay, you can do that. So
Continuing my 22.
Zar stealthily, the little kobold manages to very stealthily sneak across undetected as the goblin continues to rub its eyes and yawn as it puts its hand, like it leans its chin against his hand, and it almost looks like it's about to, it's kind of doing that thing where like, it's like it's slipping and its head is bobbing every now and then. It looks very sleepy still.
Okay, I wave my fin at the group to come one, come all.
Let's just assume that, so nobody can see anything. Usually we got like Herc in these situations who can see, but since Bigfoot and Mako and those guys can't really see, I assume that you guys are like able, you can just barely make out the person in front of you. but it's totally dark. And as Zar waves over, Rainier can't see it, and he's just kind of like wondering what's going on. What Zar's doing is kind of like he holds his arm out to kind of stop Bigfoot and Mako, and he's like, just wait for some sort of signal. So he doesn't see.
Okay, so I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed this isn't working out because it's like, what the hell are you guys? So I'm gonna sneak right back.
Okay. You sneak right back?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get.
I'm right next to Rainier now.
Yeah. Good. You guys go ahead. I'm just
Sneak
trying
right
to pull
back.
up that.
And I whisper to Rainier. We got a sleepy boy. We got a boy over there in the corner, but I think he's waking up. We gotta be careful.
I heard a little
Doing
bit of
a
noise.
combat situation. How does everyone feel about a combat situation?
Is he sleeping, or is he a bit groggy? Like, is he out still? Did he go back to sleep, or is he? What's going on? What do you see? I can't see anything.
It's a goblin morning. What do you guys think? Should we kill him? Should we murder him in cold blood, or try to sneak past? We got a giant monkey, a fish, a mute orc, and Rainier Wolfcastle. Expert rogue.
So you say this to Bigfoot? Make
I mean,
I bequeath opinions from the group.
You said they were dumb, right? Like, is there a way we could?
Yeah, I want to ask a question. Like, what's the
They're
sound
so
like so
fucking
far?
stupid.
By the way, like, can we like hear like the sewers? They're like running water going on right now.
There's no longer the -5 perception to sound-based perception checks because you're no
Okay.
longer there's no longer the running water. All you hear is there was the snoring. I know the game has the snoring sound effects as I have it playing because it was sleeping. It woke up, but you could hear the snoring before. This guy's got some congestion or something. Maybe got a deviated septum. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I can amplify sleeping sounds to try to make it easier for us to cross then. Can't really do his vision either because the radius can make a wall.
Yeah, just keep asking me questions, guys. If you're trying to figure out how to do something, it's usually like, hey, what do I know about goblins? Give me a history check. Hey, what do I see around here? Give me a perception check or investigation check.
Let me look at
Give me
my-
something I can help you. Otherwise, I can't help you. I mean, I can have Rainier tell you, but I don't want to
Exactly.
feed you ideas. I mean, it's your game.
How much history does my guy have with the goblins? Does he just know them from working for the Xanathar for like a spell, or
Without a
does he have
check,
a deep history with them?
yeah, Zar without.
Childhood, and has he ever?
Yeah, you know that goblins are very stupid and they're not very good at their jobs. You know that this guy is just a goblin grunt. He doesn't look to be of any import, but you do know that they have goblin. There's usually, if there's goblins, they have a boss that's there. It's kind of like he's like the union guy, rep. You know, he's the guy that makes sure that they clock in and clock out and they get their breaks. And this guy's clearly getting his break right now. He's sleeping.
I can cast guidance on, I guess, Bigfoot or myself, and we can just try to get us past. I mean, we can utilize that, but I don't think any illusions in my kit are going to help us get.
Here's the
past
thing,
the
guys.
goblin.
Here's the thing. I'm afraid that if we were to leave this boy alive, that we would eventually cause a ruckus later, and he will show up as a reinforcement, and then we'd be in larger amount of trouble.
Well, Zar, I have problems with murdering people, as you know from up above. I didn't really like what happened up there, if you get what I'm saying and know what I'm referring to.
It's been a while, but I imagine not in game time. Remember that time we bathed you in the blood of a bird creature?
Yeah, that was
No, you
pretty
thought about that.
traumatizing.
No, you didn't do that.
And,
you talked about doing that, but then Mako used water like a normal person.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's my headcanon that we did that.
Yeah, it never happened. You were having a hallucination.
Yeah.
Roll me a schizophrenia
I
check.
just thought it was so cool.
Yeah, I agree that like we want to neutralize as quickly as possible and quietly as possible.
Do it yourself. I'm not going to get my hands.
So they're
bloodied
dumb and they're
dirty,
bad at
but-
their job. Do we know about like their resilience in battle? How?
Give me a history. Give me a nature check, or history if you want to know about goblin history and their battle tactics. But whatever works best for you, Bigfoot. Also, Zara, you know that across from this, there's another goblin that is probably manning a very similar position, and you know that there's probably a goblin boss that's also on duty, but it's not this one. So what was your question about
This is not
goblins
the boss,
specifically?
but we're surrounded.
Like how resilient they are. If it would be easy to kill real fast, or if it would be like we need to take a couple
They
turns.
squishy boys. You've
down.
killed a few of these guys, those stragglers, and they're very squishy. Not much for a Bigfoot to handle. I'll put it this way: you've accidentally sat on one time, and that was the end of it. That big cake of yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's against the law to kill things here in Waterdeep, so I'm objected to it. But if you guys feel that's our only course of action, then I'm leaving you guys to your own devices. But I will not be partaking in spilling blood anymore.
Miko, if you want to make
Well,
a
you don't have
non-lethal
to spill.
blow, just let me know.
No.
That's okay.
Okay.
If you want to make non-lethal
you can-
blows or restrain people,
Well, I mean,
you
they're
can do
talking
that.
about. Well, no, I'm talking to the party right now because I know what I can do, but I'm just role playing out. Like,
Yep.
I'm not gonna kill people in cold blood. And Zara was like, "Let's kill this guy in cold blood." I'm like, "No."
Specifically in cold blood.
Yeah, specifically in cold blood. He did say that, so
Goblins
I'm just
are
trying to respond how my
cold-blooded.
character would respond.
This guy is clearly cold-blooded, like a lizard folk. He's got a little
Yeah, I
lizard
know,
folk.
exactly,
He's
yeah,
a
he doesn't give-
He's half
he doesn't
goblin, half
care.
lizard folk. He's cold-blooded, man.
Yeah,
It's always cold-blooded killing. Get this guy.
like if exactly. I just wanted to tell them my stance.
That's good. I encourage you guys to do
Yeah.
that when there's moral conundrums here.
Yeah. So I'm just letting you know that. So I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to partake in it. Essentially, I'm not going to murder them. If I have to fight, I'm going to mercy them or not really like fight.
Isn't Mako's values something like you're not afraid to fight dirty if needed, but you're to get whatever done?
I like follow the law, right? But like I'm not afraid to fight dirty when needed. Yeah.
I think I
Like,
remember from your sheet a long time ago.
I'm lawful, essentially.
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah,
it was like
I'm lawful neutral, so that means I follow the laws. But like I'm
Well,
okay with getting a little.
lawful doesn't have to be
dirty
the
and
laws of
doing, like,
Waterdeep. It just means you follow your own code. It doesn't necessarily have to be the government's code if you don't want it to be as well. It just means that you follow
Yeah.
a certain code. You're very dogmatic. And you stick to that way if you're lawful. But they're not lawful good. I thought you're not lawful neutral, right?
I am lawful neutral, good sir. Yep.
Okay.
I just don't think my character would kill people.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
Bigfoot, do you want to go sit on it?
I'll sit on that guy.
Yeah.
So there's another one. Where do we decide that guy was?
Why don't you ask Zar?
It's down this hallway, I think.
I'll correct you guys. If
Hallway
Zar
down
says
this hallway.
if Zar ever says something wrong or you guys ask something in character, I'll just correct you. It's cool. It's fine.
So here is the entrance to the next place. Here is I'm like gesturing wildly. Here is where the boy is. This is an entrance to the hallway. This is the hallway, and somewhere down this hallway, you keep going this way. There's more goblin of some
Okay.
kind. I saw when I was over there.
So if I sit on him real quick, it would be pretty hard for the other goblin to hear it, probably.
I mean, you gotta get them cheeks out, man, buddy. What's up?
That would be like an improvised attack.
I can cast here.
Or-
I'll do
or grapple,
this.
but-
I'll cast you a snoring spell, Bigfoot, so that way, the others can't hear you and we aren't exposed.
You have a snoring spell? How many spells?
How
do you
about
got?
here's an idea.
It's my
I got
illusion. Yeah, I can make a sound of like the goblin snoring.
Okay.
I believe I still have a trap. Let me double check.
Bear trap?
Trap.
I think you picked yours up from before. The rat droppings.
okay, yeah.
Do you have,
I've got it.
Do you have caltrops? No, you have ball bearings, right?
I have ball bearings.
So do we want to just put something in the entrance to that hallway,
I have a Tanglefoot bag.
just in case? Just to, if someone gets alerted when we got, because they're dumb.
Here's your options. I can either prevent them from knowing by creating a sound of the goblin sleeping while you go and take it out, so that way they think the goblin's still sleeping. Or I can go and create a wall right here, but I would need to be a little bit closer to see it until I can like be over there and like create like a 10-foot wall to make it look like a dead end to confuse the goblins.
By the way, Czar,
Take the poison.
with your vision, I think you should be able to see the token. This hallway right here is lit up. There's one thing. You guys see this torch right here? I'm gonna put it over
Right there.
So it should be right in. So this area should still be dark for you, I think. But there is light beyond it.
Yeah, I can't really see what's over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with here.
Yes, that's the goblin.
So what is it, guys? What do you want me to do? I'm cool with either.
I like the idea of a little distraction. I like the idea of a little killing.
Okay, so I'll make sure our presence isn't known while you go and kill the goblin. That way I don't have to deal with killing something in cold blood. Sounds good.
That's good.
Right. You're okay with accessory to murder.
I suppose, but actually no, now that you say that, now I have to fall back. I can't be
Oh,
accepting
okay.
of it.
Dang it.
Ah, you
Then
almost tricked me.
No, you're just protecting your friends. You're
Yeah, I am protecting my friends, yeah.
I think Mako is
Now
also
you're back on board.
concerned about getting hurt. Isn't your main thing that you'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you survive and you're not hurt, right, Mako?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm thinking I would like do what it is to protect myself by like sealing it off, I think. So, all right, yeah. Doesn't make sense to be that selfless. Okay, I'll go and do what you guys need me to do. You guys just do your thing and I'll just follow along here with you. Not killing it, but I'm gonna go and accessorize myself.
okay.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go sit on this guy, like, just kind of lunge and flop on him. And maybe Zara or Rainier could just kind of trail behind me to give some stabs if needed.
Oh, that big guy. Do you really know?
Hell yeah.
Can you even see what you're doing? Do you know where you're going?
I'm just
can lead
gonna
him.
run and launch myself at the corner.
So I'm going to say
That's
that
where he's at. He's in the corner.
you guys have taken about 15 minutes talking about this. By then, the goblin has now looked
There's
like...
no way.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Go on. You're the DM.
So you guys have taken a while to talk about this. So as you're all sitting there talking about all this stuff, Bigfoot, give me a perception check again. And as you guys are talking, let's see if the goblin has fallen asleep again. $18. You now can, as you listen with
18.
your very keen hearing, you can hear that the goblin seems to be snoring again. So, ironically, you guys bickering usually, usually that's a bad thing, but in this case, had you just chosen to wait for the goblin to fall asleep, it would have fallen asleep, and that's what happened. So, it's okay, Zar. You're all right.
Okay.
Not always,
Nice.
not always a bad.
So I'm gonna.
Not always a bad thing that you guys waste time, but sometimes we waste time. It's a good thing.
Well, I'm ready to take action. I'm
Okay.
using that snore as my honing device, and I'm just gonna again launch myself at that snoring sound.
All right. So, are you going to try to sneak over there, or are you just full on running and then you're gonna try to stomp it with your ass, or are you gonna stealthily stomp?
I'm just gonna
Okay, so you know where it is because you can hear the thing. So it's the same thing as when someone's invisible. Do you want to do a grapple or do you want to do like an improvised attack with the booty? Both of them will be
Improvise attack.
Okay, go ahead and everybody's gonna roll for initiative. Did everybody roll for initiative?
Yep, we're all rolled. We're all ready to go.
Except for Herc, technically.
Right, I'm gonna let him sit out just because we didn't get to talk about what he's never missed before, so I don't know what his preferences are. So we're gonna pretend like he's just in some kind of alternate.
Preferences are clearly to charge in and kill things.
That would be cool.
Demonstrated in every single encounter.
Had he let me know that, I totally would. But anyways, so it's all about you guys for now. So I'll just say that he is in his own head with horror right now. So I think that the goblin rolled highest, right? 16, 13, 12.
Yeah, it's Goblin, Mako, me, and Bigfoot.
Bigfoot rolled a 5, huh? Okay.
But he attacks first, right?
I mean, he was asleep, so it's a surprise round, right?
It is.
Yeah.
1 second. Is it this one? Surprise, there it is. Okay, so you guys see that now on... I wonder if it shows like the conditions on the artwork. No, it doesn't, okay. I zoom in for this stream view so they know how I'm talking about. I don't see the token. Do you guys see the token? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just small.
I see it. It's a little baby token.
If you really zoom in a lot, you can see the condition marker. That one's kind of hard to see, to be honest with you. So, but anyways.
Yeah,
so,
but that's they can't even see it anyway because it's too dark.
I can't see it. I don't know what's going on with that, so I can't even tell you.
if you zoom in really far on the goblin token, or you just can't see the goblin token.
No, I can't see the goblin token where I'm sitting.
yeah.
I don't know where it is at. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to state. Yeah,
They're in the dark.
I'm in the dock.
In the dark.
So this is how it's gonna work, okay? So like obviously the goblin's surprised, so it's gonna go first, but it's gonna have its turn skipped, and then we're gonna go to Mako. Mako, you're up.
Okay.
You cannot see anything, but you can hear the sound of it snoring, which means you can attack it, but at disadvantage in the dark.
I am not going to attack it. I'm going to go and cast my minor illusion spell to mimic its snoring, so that way it's like the same beat and everything. So now it sounds like, more snoring, I guess.
Your minor illusion is to create a snoring sound where?
I'm going to create it like around, let's say I only have 10 feet, so I'm going to make it sound like right here or something.
Okay. So this goblin is waking up right now and it's hearing some snoring behind it.
Okay.
Is that an action?
And then Yep, and now I pass my turn.
It's waking up.
Did you move at all? Did you move a little bit? Sorry, I'm trying.
Yeah, I did.
Trying to do something.
I moved up.
But okay, so the way this works is like Baldur's Gate. Okay, so like when somebody attacks me right off the bat, you want to do it. Still roll initiative, and that person goes first. But when it comes back around to them, if they've used their action, they've used their action. So essentially, the way this is going to work is Bigfoot comes up. And go ahead and give me an improvised attack roll with disadvantage. The way it works is like you can do some shit. Like if you want to do some off the wall shit and like start stuff off, you can, but like it'll still come back around. And when it comes up to Bigfoot, if he used his action to attack, he's used his attack action, right? So like through the current initiative order, it would be like the Goblin goes, then Mako goes, then Zar goes, then Bigfoot goes, and when it comes up to Bigfoot, he's already used his attack, right? So it's like when it comes up to him, he just doesn't have his action or whatever, right? So it's like we still roll initiative, but the only problem is that I'm realizing now is that I can't circumvent the initiative order without editing the turn order and all that shit. So we'll just, like I'll still let you roll for it and stuff, but it just won't be reflected in the initiative order until it actually comes up to you. So basically just, is you going to make your attack roll? Okay. And what did you roll, Bigfoot?
With disadvantage, I had a 1 + 2, so 3.
You rolled a 3 to hit? Wait, did you roll a nat 1?
I've
No, he didn't. Well, like I mean, like he
What's
rolled
your-
the lowest number, rolled a damage, but like
You
he
don't roll
hasn't
damage until you
rolled
roll
an
your
thought I
attack
attack
did.
roll
No
yet.
matter what.
You roll your attack roll
Yeah, he
first.
hasn't rolled an attack roll
That's
yet.
what I was saying. So you need a regular attack roll with a +2 proficiency bonus as your attack +2. This is what happens, okay, right? So Bigfoot goes up, and he goes to try to sit on this goblin. And the goblin is slouched over, and it's prone, so he has advantage because it's a prone enemy within 5 feet, but he has disadvantage because it's in the dark, so they cancel out. He does a regular improvised attack roll to use his booty. But as he tries to sit on this guy, he doesn't quite sit perfectly on him. And he goes, you know, like when you go to sit down and somebody pulls the chair out from under you? So Bigfoot goes to do that, and now Bigfoot is prone as he misses the goblin, and now he's sitting down. You know where it is now. The goblin is right next to you, but now you're sitting with your tuchus on the floor as this thing is still sleeping, I guess. You know?
I didn't swipe him with my cheeks.
No cheek swipe?
But now we're gonna go into the initiative order, right? So like it's gonna be surprised, and that this is it. The sound of your big ass hitting the cement wakes it up, and it's starting to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this dude's gonna be surprised. Passes his turn to Mako. Mako, do you still want to kind of do the same thing? I'm sorry we had to rewind. It was our first time doing this sort of out of combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing,
Okay.
same place, cast minor illusion, do the same sound
Okay.
of his snoring, and just kind of mimic it.
Okay, you see that? Well, you don't see. You hear the sound of what could be Bigfoot's ass hitting the floor, and you don't know like if he hit him or not. You're like, maybe you're like, yeah, I got him, but we don't know because you can't hear. I mean, you can't see. So maybe
Yeah, I can't see,
Maybe it's
so-
going well. So you stick with the plan. You're like, okay, probably sounds like it's going good. You cast your snoring.
Exactly.
Okay. Now we go to Zar. So Zar, what would you like to do now?
I feel like I saw that, right?
You saw all this.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh shit. So I know he's waking up and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go like here. We'll rush past Mako. And I'm gonna spicy boy sling that asshole.
Just so you know, he's still
I think
prone.
I'm gonna.
So ranged attacks are a disadvantage on a prone enemy.
Oh, is that the case?
It is.
Do you think I could make it all the way like to his filthy little neck?
I'd have to get rid of the turn order thing so I can see it's blocking my view right now. But if you can do a melee attack with something. But and if you don't want it to be lethal, just let me know. And then so he's no longer sleeping. Like when he was surprised, he's woken up, but he's still prone.
Okay.
So is Bigfoot too. You wouldn't have to worry about running into him though, because you have dark vision. You can see him there.
That would get over there, but yeah, you should be able to do it.
Between stabbing him in the neck with a dagger, beating him with a shovel,
Who knows?
creative I can do. Let's
So you
see.
should be able to roll this with advantage because it's versus a prone enemy too.
I'm gonna stab him in the neck.
Stick with what you know. Use that shovel.
Shovel.
Okay, you're gonna shovel attack him. Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay, here I go. Normal roll, right? Or do I got advantage? Because it's.
You have advantage.
I got advantage, right? Because he's prone.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He's kind of like slumped over.
Nice.
You rolled a 26. Jesus.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Okay, you do have an ally within 5 feet, so you can. Do you want to sneak attack with that?
Yeah. 1d6, right?
You already rolled it, so it's just whether or not we apply it. So
Oh, okay.
all right. So you wind up. So you see Bigfoot miss, and I'm sure you just Gar gives a little chuckle and let's show you how it's done. As he steps around him, takes a big wind up, like a baseball bat on this slouched guy, and he just comes straight down overhead and smacks the bejesus out of him with the blunt end of the shovel for a sneak attack, doing 8 slashing damage and 2 sneaky damage. And actually, with that is enough. So I guess is that how you want to do it? Is that how you want to do it on this guy? That kills it.
It's done now.
It had 7 HP.
done now.
So Is that how you wanted to do it? Sorry, I wasn't trying to give you the blow. I didn't even think about how much damage you're done.
I mean, what do you mean? Is this what I want to do? It happened. He's dead.
Okay, so this thing, it wakes up, it hears the sound of Bigfoot's ass hitting the floor, it groggily starts to turn around, and as it does that, as it slowly turns its head around, it meets the back end of a shovel, a tactical shovel, right in its face, and just obliterates it. And with that, it is down and out, and it is out before it can even make a sound. With that, you guys are out of combat.
Nice.
All right.
Trying to mark it as
You're
dead,
welcome.
but should work there.
I go over to Czar and I say, "Did that work?"
You hear the sound.
Part of it.
You hear the sound of a skull cracking and flesh, being smacked around, and it's a very loud, smacking noise that reverberates through the whole chamber in the dark there.
Oh boy.
Well, hopefully some of that sound canceled it out. Let's hope. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
You see the goblins slouch.
I would say I would cancel my illusion at this point, so I'm gonna go and turn off the sleeping sounds.
Okay. So Zara, you see the bloody pulp before you of the goblin as it starts to slide down slowly off of its post there, and you can see that through this little arrow slit here that there seems to be like a great vantage point for anybody who wants to look out into the sewers there. And the goblin is slain.
so I heard something about supplies in this area. Is this the right area, or is it further up?
Yeah, it's over here. I take Bigfoot's hand and I start leading him towards the supplies.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, I saw them kind of ish on the way in, right?
You are in darkness right now.
Okay, I don't know then.
Well, you can lead him, but it's the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Czar, show
Wait.
me where the stuff is.
What stuff?
I heard there was supplies around here.
Oh, okay. Follow me. We made a large noise. Let's just
Yeah, you said there were supplies around here.
follow me. Follow me.
Okay, you guys gonna go check out
leading you
this
guys all
the
the way
supply
back.
room?
Yeah, I guess so.
Zara leads you guys down south to the supply room that is, there's stuff that litters the floor. Seems to be like several crates, and some of them are in disarray and seem to be broken in various places. There seems to be a lot of stuff strewn about. It seems like a lot of the goblins just kind of arm themselves and just kind of toss whatever they want, kind of like trying to find the best. It's kind of like a thrift store, you know, just like, oh, this looks good. This might be serviceable. And as you do that, I want you guys all to roll me a 1d6. I'll have Rainier roll too.
God damn, I'm not the one to roll today.
Holy shit.
See what Rainier rolls. Where is Rainier? Up here? If it'll load.
Good news is I don't think they have their weapons.
There's tons of weapons just everywhere. It looks like a lot of them are just tossed, reused, tossed. And Zara, you would know that this is an area where you can just, anybody can take, it's like a leave a penny, take a penny. Rainier rolls a 4, so we got a 4, a 4, a 5, a 1, a 5, a 5, and a 4. Okay. All right, so you guys go down to the, check this place out. As you do that, you can make your way down to the supply area. I'm just gonna update the stream view real quick. So there seems to be a lot of crates as you guys look around. Do you want to try to investigate these crates?
Yeah, I want to look for potions.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Can I do like a history check and see if, in my mind, if like, would there be traps or something weird here that I could remember or something?
Go ahead and roll me a survival or history check, your choice.
Oh boy.
I don't think you have a very good survival. Last time you got like a -1 or something on your survival roll, or got a 0.
Yeah, I think you won.
Because I think you were crawling up, you're like crawling the survival check to make those pitons like climb up the out of the whatever his name, Goblins lair, and you got like a 1, and it was a -1, so it was 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
rely
you.
on,
That's good.
I'll rely on my lore.
I'll go with that 15. Why is it rolling with advantage?
I have disadvantage on dis rolls. I still have 1 level exhaustion. I roll with disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. But you were down from 2, right? You were at 2 and now you're at 1.
Yeah, I was down from 2. Yeah, I have my normal movement back, but I still have disadvantage on
okay,
all
so
my ability checks.
Sorry, you know that this is just a place where people come, like I said, leave a penny, take a penny. There's not usually, none of these look like they're worth picking up. These weapons, you could use them, but they're not exactly very good weapons that you can probably, you know that you can't really sell these at shops, especially Goblin where vendors don't want to sell it. But as Mako looks around, he does manage to find some stuff. You know that there's no, this is not like area, that's not a trapped area. This is just a place, it's full of crap. It's like a place for like kind of, it's kind of like a community hoard for like useless items that are, or items that are just useful enough to like leave at work, you know? It's like your work clothes and your work stuff, you know? It's like this is, they don't have a locker room, you know? It's just kind of like, it's just like the situation out there where it's like there was the urinals and stuff. It's like, yeah, you know, there's a shitter. You know, there's the shitter up north of here, but it's like, hey, well, there's a sewer. I'm just gonna take a shit right here. But as you do that, Mako, you find in one of the crates, you find a glowing orange vial. It seems to flicker with some flames. You recognize it to be an alchemist's fire solution. You also, so it's a small vial of fiery liquid, and that that alchemist fire deals fire damage on impact, for those who don't know. But you don't find any healing potions. It's kind of like something that somebody tucked away, you know, like when you don't want somebody
fire? What?
Alchemist fire.
Never heard of this. Okay.
It's a common D&D item.
Interesting.
So,
I'm gonna
like,
I'm gonna investigate some crates too.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Meh.
10. You find some dried meat, a piece of hard cheese, a few stale biscuits. Seems like people like kind of, it's like a little break room, you know? There's some snacks.
Okay, I'll take some snacks.
I have a question about this thing. What can it do?
It is, when you throw it, just look up like alchemist fire, but it's it just deals fire damage and impact. It's something you throw. It's like a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be in the. I'll try to look it up in the journal, but it might be in the repository or whether.
I found it.
Yeah.
Does like 1d4 fire damage.
It should be in like the
range of 20 feet.
Right? Yeah. My thing's just being extremely slow right now, so I'm just curious if it's in there. Yep, alchemist fire.
This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
20 feet, shattering on impact, making a ranged attack against a creature or object trained to kill.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think I could get some interesting uses out of this. All right, cool.
As you guys start rummaging around, you hear a sound coming from the hallway. And you hear a gruff sounding voice going, "What the hell's going on? You guys have one job!" And as you look around, you see there seems to be a somewhat larger goblin coming around the corner here. As he does
I cast Minor Illusion and say, "Sorry, boss. Just fell asleep on the job."
Does Minor Illusion require you to target an area you can see?
Yeah, I'm just doing it like right here. Essentially, like he's over here in the corner.
What are you doing over there? You're supposed to be watching the crenulation, you're supposed to be watching the rocks, the bulging stuff.
I like cast it again. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I got distracted with like a little bit of a meal break. I'll go back. Sorry, boss. And like,
What about the other idiot? He's sleeping too?
yeah, get up. I cast it again.
What did you say?
I said,
Yeah, get up.
Yeah, get up. And cast it again.
You said, yeah, get up?
Get up.
Okay. So Czar, you can see from where you're at, 60 feet. You can see this guy. He can't see you. He's coming.
Yeah, I see
he's
him.
come around the corner, and he was just. And he's, you know, like when you just woke up and you're kind of like, for a minute there, you kind of like are stumbling. Your coordination's not that great, so he's just kind of like stumbling. He puts his hand up against the wall, and he's kind of just like, he's got his forehead against his hand as he's like just leaning up against the wall. Kind of like when you're just too tired to deal with people and you don't bother actually looking around the corner and just yelling from the other side of the wall. And so he's just kind of like yelling towards this guy's direction. He's like, "All right, Fish, just tell that needle noggin to do his damn job. I know. Stop! I know you're doing a good job. Stop making so much damn noise. It's not. I need to get my beauty sleep." And with that,
I do it again.
Yep.
You got it, boss.
Yeah, make sure you get. We'll trade shifts in a bit. You sound like shit. You should get some sleep in a bit.
Yeah.
Just give me like 15 minutes. And as that, he starts to kind of go back around the corner, and he slumps back off to wherever he came from.
Phew.
Okay. Well, let's get down that passageway.
Yeah, it's not a dawdle. Yes, let's. I recommend we go, my friends.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys want to make your way up? Let me know what you want to do.
Okay, everyone hold my fucking hand or something.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Czar lead the way.
Do you guys want to take a?
I'm gonna follow
our break?
Bigfoot
Do you guys
from
want?
behind.
Do you guys want to take our break right now? At 9:30.
I could.
Sure.
I could use the bathroom
Okay.
right now, honestly.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I can use the bathroom.
so just think about what you guys want to do as we return. We'll be back at. It's 9:29 right now. We'll be back at 9:40. We'll be playing, and you guys can start making your way through the rest of the dungeon there. As it, this seemed to narrowly avoid detection as this larger goblin seems to be yelling at some guy named Svish and to tell that needle noggin across the way to do his damn job.
That was so close. Phew.
Yeah, I think
That was good.
we should kill everybody.
That was quick thinking though. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna go take a little piss break and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna take a piss break. I like that. I like the way you said that.
Alex Jones. I'll tell you what, Joe. I'm gonna go take a piss break and then I want you to choke me out, all right? I want you to do both at the same time.
Jesus Christ.
Range. I usually won't.
Right, man.
How are you guys feeling so far about the sneaking stuff?
I think it works really well when I just show up and beat the shit out of people with a shovel. And so far, it's been the best strategy we've deployed.
I think part of it is that, if it could be Czar and Herc sneaking with Rainier backing them up, it might be a little easier. It's just pretty rough when half your party can't see, And like you guys can like
it's,
the entire party.
we're really trying, man. I'm trying my best with what I can do. Like I don't have any lines up. I'm like, I'll try to cast an illusion for you guys. I'll try.
Yeah, all right, Scott. Tell me what you want to do.
Loot that body. Loot that body.
Okay, so you just narrowly escaped the sound of you narrowly escaped this guy that came around the corner, and as you do that, you're like, oh yeah, gotta loot the body. So Zara goes over, walks over to the goblin here, and he has a name tag, and
Don't tell me his name. Come on, man.
yeah, do you want to look right? So like, Azar looks around through his belongings. He's got a old rusty scimitar. He's got a short bow that looks like the strings could snap at any minute on it. He's got a crumpled up piece of paper, and as you open up this piece of paper, you see that there's a drawing in crayon, and it says there's like a little, you can see there's like a drawing, like a crude drawing of like a goblin, like a big goblin, and there's two little goblin children next to them. They're stick figures.
Come on, man.
And it just says good luck at work, Daddy.
Oh man, you're a murderer.
So
What the fuck?
And you find a name tag that says
What a nerd.
Sfish. Employee of the month on it. He's got a little badge.
Okay, here's my fucking opinion on this. He stole these things from a goblin he murdered called Fish.
Sfish.
He is not employee of the month.
It's actually Sfish, like
He was
swish,
frickin'
swish,
sleeping.
swish, swishing through the air. It's Sfish.
Fish.
He actually has a lot of problems with it. You remember this guy now? You bumped into him one time.
Come on, man.
He introduced himself to you, and he was like, "What's your name? Hey, what's your name?" And he was like, "It's Fish." And you're like, "Fish? What kind of fucking name is that?" And he's like, "No, it's Fish, like Fish of the sword, you know, Fish." And he's like,
Didn't I hate all the goblins? Isn't that
Yeah.
established?
"Oh yeah, this guy."
Especially that one.
This guy was
guess so.
this guy was a dick, but he wasn't a big dick like most of the goblins. He was like a baby dick.
Let's move on.
He was okay for a goblin. Okay.
God's sake, I'm moving on.
Okay.
Go kill the other one.
All right. As you guys move forward, you should see that there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have one question. I'm very, very sorry.
Okay.
Are there crossbows right here?
Yes. There's some crappy looking weaponry there. There is one sec. I do have it written down somewhere, but I'm trying to do something else right now. There's, I think, I can't remember if it's called a hand crossbow or a light crossbow. I think it was a hand crossbow. That is what was laying on that table, but I'd have to pull up my notes, and I'm doing something right now.
Could I
Yeah, you can pick it up.
take it?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I'll pick it up and add it to my inventory. So hand crossbow or light, just for...
Yeah, it looks like this is a goblin design, though,
Hand
so
gun?
you probably firing it would be a disadvantage for anybody but Czar. Unfortunately, because it's goblin weaponry. It's really, number one, it's really hard to sell, and number two, it's hard to sell because it's small. It's like the triggers on them are really kind of clunky, and you can just barely fit your webbed, like with your webbed fingers, you'd have a really hard time firing it. So you could certainly take it and use it, but it would be a
I can
disadvantage.
get it for Zara later, yeah.
But you can give it to Zara. You can use it yourself. Just let me know if you're pocketing it or.
I'm just taking it because
Yeah.
I figure that could be something useful.
You
Okay.
certainly can. Yeah. So
All
you
right.
have a hand crossbow with you. All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do?
Sorry, that's all I wanted to
Oh, that's fine. That's valid.
do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was already getting ready to move on to the next area when you asked the questions, so that's why I didn't have my notes pulled up. But it's
Hold up. Sorry, DM. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. So, do you guys want to make your way through the rest of the dungeon now? You want to go up to the top?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
on.
Do you want to check out
Let's go.
Does anybody want to check out maybe what's going on the other side here? Or do you guys?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, you could see that these are raised up, right? Like both of these are from the vantage point. They kind of look down. But someone who's tall, not Czar, basically, would be able, like, if they're on the other side, could peek through the slits, just like you can do on both
I
sides.
think we're
Yeah.
good. I think we
See
should
pure
keep
darkness?
going. No, we don't want to backtrack, right? We want to keep
Yeah, I
going
can't
forward.
see shit anyway, so
Yeah.
let's just move on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys can go ahead and start making your way over here. Oh, sorry, just moved.
Over here. I know there's a guy.
I'm
around,
holding
so I'm gonna take a
Bigfoot's
look.
hand because I'm scared of the land dark still. I almost forgot about that.
So Czar's leading the way, or did...
Yeah, Zar's gonna lead the way.
Do you want to lead the way, since you can see there? Czar?
Well, there's a torch, but yeah, I sort of was.
You guys can see in this hallway now.
Rainier, are you coming?
Yeah, he is, but I just can't. My thing's all frozen up.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and like with my thing, I can see everything I can see, right? So I can.
Yeah, you can see
Explain
what you
people?
can see. Yeah, and they can see too now. They should be able to. Let me know if you guys can't.
Down the hall. So you see those bedrooms?
That was on the map, right? That was on your map, right?
Yeah. Okay. I see the bedrooms. And I also see into this room. So here's this guy. He seems to be back in bed, and he's sleeping at the foot of the bed like an animal.
Okay.
And then
So yeah, Zara, as you enter the room, you see that this it's full of there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 beds, and you see that there's a goblin, a large goblin. You recognize him to be like a goblin boss.
is he like my friend? Can you tell me that before I start murdering people?
You don't. Well, so you don't know the goblins that well. They don't really like you. You don't really like them. But you do know this guy. His name is Boblin. He's Boblin the Goblin. And you don't recognize the dude behind him, although he has a name as well. But you'd have to look at the name tag. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. They forced the goblins to wear name tags, but they started switching shifts, and unless you have a twin brother or something, I mean, you can't really just get away with that shit, So they started using name tags. But yeah, so those guys are sleeping, and then you see that there's also there seems to be some of these other beds that seem to be disturbed. Almost looks like someone just quit recently, got out of bed and drugged some of the or dragged or whatever I don't want to say it, part of the bed sheets off. So right here, right there, and right there, those beds look like they just you can tell they've been disturbed recently.
This one?
There was
and this
yeah.
one?
If you had infrared vision, you'd be able to see the still warm, baby.
Okay.
Does Zar have infrared vision as well? I know he has night vision.
I don't think he has infrared vision. That was never established.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That'd be cool though.
I would have
right?
remembered that.
I'm gonna remember
Cool.
that so that somebody can get infrared vision later. That'd be sweet. Like the predator. Zar's looking like the predator walking in.
Zarditor.
Yeah.
The Zarditor.
The Zarditor. They got the 3 points on them. You got the little thing that flips out. I mean, you're a tinkerer, right? You can build shit on your own time. I could see you building some predator stuff, and you give Mako the little thing that shoots the weighted iron net that weighs them down and shit.
I'd be big into that. I'd be big into designing when his artificer stuff goes up a little bit more in the skill department. When he's more of a trickster, I could see him becoming inspired by by the predator.
Wizard's
itself.
kind of related to artificer because they're both intelligence based, but you could still do artificery stuff without being an artificer. So yeah.
What's arcane trickster? Arcane. What's that? That's the wizard thing.
Yeah, it's like you get some stuff from the wizard's abilities. It makes you a magic user. So. What you see that there is a sleeping goblin. He just as you walked in, he actually kind of you saw him turn back around again, tossing in the sheets. Seems to be grumbling himself about, damn fish can't do his damn job. Christ.
Fish can't do his damn job. Who's grumbling? About the fish?
Boblin.
Boblin's grumbling about who? What's the fish?
He's grumbling about fish. Remember, it's fish. It's fish.
It's fish.
The guy you killed in cold blood.
Oh yeah, the children. 2 children.
Yeah, two
young
children.
Good look at where
That guy.
Goblin children. Goblin children. Okay, so what's the play? We kill these two, right? Now that we're in this mode,
It
we
seems
have
like
the blood
that's
on our hands.
Seems like if we don't do it now, that we're gonna be forced to do it later. So might as well have the advantage.
So want to do it Lord of the Rings style? We each go to the side of their beds and then we just start stabbing over and over.
That's cool.
Let's do it.
Turns out they were pillows the whole time. Yeah.
Not this time, baby.
Maybe it's just pillows.
Got him! Got him!
I thought that was Cade for a second. I was like, damn, Cade, wasn't that funny?
Right?
We have the same kind of laugh. I don't blame you. We do have that same type of laugh.
All right, if you guys want to try to go ahead and sneak up and make an attack roll, go for it.
Who wants to do the killing? I wish we had Herc to help with the killing.
Do you guys
I'm
want
not
to try
going
to do
to
it?
kill these guys.
I mean,
I'm not killing things with cold blood. You guys.
If you can
suffer
lead
on
me
your
to
own.
the nearest bed, I'll kill that guy, and you can kill the one further because you can see.
Okay.
Well, we can see in here, right? There's a torch right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, fuck! I'll kill one of them, and you kill one of them. Whatever.
Okay, who cares? Let's find out.
Do you guys want to be talking about this outside before you do it? Technically, right? You're gonna be out here.
We were in the hallway and I was just doing some fin signals.
Okay. So
Yeah. So
Yeah,
guess
so
go
even though I
over
moved you guys, let you know, it's basically like you guys are talking about this. So you guys want to do trying to like a synchronized attack sort of thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Who's gonna? Both attack at the same time. I'm gonna say since Zar is more dexterous, his attack's gonna go first. Okay. So as you guys do that, where do you want? How do you want Rainier to be? I know Mako's hanging back. Mako, is there anything you want to do before they try to, as you see them sneaking up, trying to attack these guys in their sleep?
I guess I'll cast like minor illusion once again, and I'll like. Are these guys snoring like before? Like, is that the same like vibe? They're like mumbling and snoring like the other goblins, or what?
This guy was mumbling.
Sounds in this room.
This guy was mumbling asleep, but he doesn't have a deviated septum, like Sfish did. You know, they don't seem to be snoring.
Okay.
Why is Rainier like hanging back this whole time?
Let me know what he wants.
Because he wants to hang back with Mako. Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah, he should be gung ho about murder.
Well, first
He's trying
of all,
to save his friend.
First of all, I asked what the party
He's a
wants to do,
rogue.
and then the NPC follows you with what your guys' plan is. But if you don't rope the NPC in, he's not going to do much.
Okay, NPC, come on,
I would
man.
like
Help
for him
help
to
Bigfoot.
ready an attack, to just be like aware of what we're doing, and if it goes wrong, he can fucking shoot an arrow or some shit. I don't know.
Sure, and as long as you guys know that when you say ready attack outside of combat, that can actually happen as a mechanic.
All right, David, I know what I'm gonna do. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna go and like create a wall right here. It looks like I can't really see what's down there, but I'm gonna just create like a dead end wall right there. If like that's gonna be what I'm gonna do with silent image. So I'll go and cast that right now.
Yeah, all Herc's token actions are blocking him completely. I don't know how to get rid of. There's a command macro for getting rid of him, but whatever.
There we go.
I'm just surprised you can't. Oh, so you can see it here though, right? You just can't see past it.
Yeah, I can see here. Yeah, but I just can't see past
okay.
it. So I can I can create a dead end wall right here, right? Yeah, because that's like 10 feet. Yeah, I can do that.
Sure. Yeah, can you draw that on there as like a little drawing?
Yes, sir.
And that's completely, it doesn't make any noise doing that, right? There's no somatic
Nope.
component.
Well, like I do have to. There is a sound component. Yeah, there would actually have to be a sound component,
So do you,
and a verbal component too. So I would be like,
are you sure you want to do that? And with a vote.
I'm saying I'm going to do that once these guys attack.
All right. Well, once
Yeah, I'm gonna
initiative
be
starts,
waiting,
you can just.
so-
Well, there's no such thing as ready to
Yeah,
attack
I'm just-
outside of combat. So you guys can tell me what you want to do, but it's like that's great to know. But just so you know, it's like when if combat starts, it'll just be like.
Oh, I
"It's your
thought we were
turn,
like
and now you can do
talking
it."
about what we're doing.
Yeah, we are. But if you do an action
Okay.
outside of combat, that could be the very first action. Like, let's say Mako does that,
Okay, yeah.
and they wake up, and that would be your first action of the combat. Like in the initiative order, you would be the one starting if they wake up because you make a submit and they do. I'm a roll for it, and then if that makes a noise and they wake up, that would be like the first action that you just spent was doing minor illusion, and then we go through initiative order, just like how the first action for Bigfoot was making an attack roll. There's still actions, and then when you come to your turn, your action would be spent. You know.
Okay.
And you could do it. It's just I got to roll for whether or not they wake up. The only thing that you don't have is like subtle spell. So I always have to still take in the effect that if you're talking when someone's, you're sneaking into this room. And so far, I haven't rolled stealth just because, whatever. Like you guys have been a lot of stealth rolls so far. But if you do that, it'll have to roll for you to be able to do that stealthily. So do you want to? So you do want to do that? Do the illusion?
I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna wait for these guys to make the first move.
Okay, so you're not doing it. Okay. But you're just letting me know kind of what you're thinking out loud.
Yeah, I'm letting know.
All right,
Yeah, what I'm
you
thinking.
can see once they attack and they're in combat, if you still want to do the same thing, you can certainly go for it. But like you could do it and be like if they didn't wake up, you would basically get that extra free action. You'd have the thing set up and just be the risk of whether or not they're waking up. And just letting you guys know risk versus reward and all that stuff. So okay, so if Mako's just gonna stand there at the ready, Rainier is just going to position himself nearby Zar. Like right So he sneaks up to, actually he's going to be right in between both of them, okay? And he's within 5 feet of you, okay? Just so you know. As you guys are going to go make an attack roll. So we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative. And Zar, you're going to, so everybody can roll. And then they're still sleeping. And Zar and Bigfoot are going to attack at the same time. But since Zar is more dexterous, his attack is going to hit first, regardless of wherever he is in the initiative order. Mako rolls a 21. All right, let's see what we got.
Here it is, baby.
All right,
Is it my turn? When's my turn?
All right, so we're gonna start with that attack roll from Zar, and then also Bigfoot. You could also give me an attack roll, okay? You guys are trying to do it at the same time. Okay. You guys sneak in both. So Zar is raising his dagger?
Wait a minute. So I have Rainier right next to me, right?
Yes.
Check it out.
Okay, Daggy's baby.
Fuck yeah.
So these are with advantage because they're asleep or prone or whatever?
They're asleep, so they're gonna get advantage on this. Also, they're prone, or no, sorry. It's gonna crit if it hits since they're incapacitated. And then since they're prone, it's with advantage within 5 feet.
There's no way this fucking
so like Mako,
Goblin surviving this.
Here's an interesting ruling for like Mako. Mako, if you were within 5 feet, all attacks get advantage. Doesn't matter what kind of attack it is. But if you do a ranged attack within 5 feet, it's at disadvantage. So if you do like Eldritch Blast or like a spell attack within 5 feet,
yeah, I'm familiar with that.
It's a washout. So just so you know.
Yeah, you don't want to go close with your spells.
No, you
can. Shocking Grasp or something.
No, what I'm telling you is it would be a regular roll. It wouldn't be at disadvantage because you would be within 5 feet. It's a prone enemy, so they would disadvantage would cancel out with the advantage, and you get a straight roll with your ranged attack. Okay. All right. So what do we? So Zara, you gonna use your tactical shovel? Bigfoot, what are you gonna attack with?
I'm gonna use, I think, my hand axe.
Your battle axe or your hand axe? I think the hand axes are like 2 little ones, right?
Yeah. What a battle axe? Battle axe is like a lot.
It's good.
Well, I mean,
but okay, yeah. Yeah, why not?
I think
we'll do that.
I'm not sure with your hand axes because haven't looked on them, but they both might be light, so you might be able to do an attack and a bonus action attack with it with disadvantage on the bonus attack action. But I don't know. I'd have to know if they have the light property or not.
Let's just fucking go for it. We got advantage.
Go with the big axe. Okay, so basically you guys go in their Lord of the Rings style, like this with the sleeping hobbits. You confirm that they're not pillows beforehand, so you don't look like jackasses. And then you guys both go to swing down on these defenseless goblins. Zara rolls a 10. And Bigfoot rolls a 16. Okay, so here's what happens. First, you guys Zara goes to raise his shovel up, and you're gonna like 1, 2, and then Zara just swings down, and it's like, oh, I thought were we going on 3, or is it 1, 2, 3 swing? And so Zara swings his first. And then Bigfoot does reflex, like, okay, and goes with them, but they're slightly delayed. And Zar's attack smacks this goblin, and he hits him for 9 slashing damage and then 6 sneaky damage. And how do you want to kill this guy?
Lord of the Rings style.
Okay, you have like a tipped portion of the tactical shovel that's sharp that you're trying to. This does really do.
Just like,
yeah,
like on the edge.
But like you're tiny, so like how did you get up there? Like,
I guess I hop up.
Okay, all right.
Hop up onto the foot, nice and nimble, and then I just go, whoop, bam, right in his fucking skull.
Go for the skull again. It seemed to work last time. Okay, so you do that. Find purchase on his face, and this guy never even sees the light of day. He died peacefully in his sleep as you smash his face in. And now Bigfoot, as you roll, since Zara does that just a second before, it gives the guy sleeping just enough time to hear the smashing noise. And as he was very lightly in sleep because he had just gone to sleep, wakes up, sees a large dude with a battle axe, and as reflex just decided to roll out of bed. So now he is rolled out of bed and he's on the floor prone. He's what the hell? And he's now he's on the floor, but your attack does miss. A 16 misses.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
And then with that, it is surprise. So we're gonna pass turn back on to Bigfoot. Bigfoot, you used your action. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn, like with a bonus action or cinematic?
Sit on him.
Ooh, I should have used my little baby axes so I could have bonus action attacked. Is there another attack I can do as a bonus? He's like right in my space, man. Can I just kick him?
You've already used your attack action. Not sure there's much else you can do. I mean, you can. I think you're out of rages now too, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't attacked you, so you can't use your reflex of your. I mean, if he hits you, you can do that telekinetic reprisal thing. But all right. Anything else you want to do, like do a check or do any kind of thing?
Give me like a. I don't know what it would be, perception. I just want to like scope this guy out. Like, what's his deal? Can I figure out, like, he seems tougher than the other goblins. What can I suss about him from just his appearance?
Well, the first thing you notice is that he's unarmed, and that he doesn't have his weapon, and that's next to him. Okay. And he's also still prone on the floor, but he looks to be buff for a goblin. He looks like he's got scars all over his body. It looks like he's battle worn, like this guy is a warrior. He's probably stationed on here as the overseer for all of the different goblins on night shifts. He is the goblin boss. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna maybe just do like a little sidestep back here, just to.
Okay, that would provoke an opportunity attack. He would attack with disadvantage as prone. Is you okay with that? He would have to do he'd have to do an improvised attack because he's not unarmed. But still.
I don't know if it's that important. I was just gonna try to give more space for other people to attack him, but
you could move right next to him in the corner, so you could go like right.
We go over here.
Here. Yep, that would not provoke an opportunity because you're still within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that'll do it.
All right. Czar, you used your attack action. Is there anything else you'd like to do with bonus action? Any of your thief stuff?
I mean, what's the cunning action again? Doesn't that give me an ability to do some damage?
Cunning action is like doing a dash, like cunning dash. It's like you can dash out. There's like cunning. I think cunning action is like the name for
okay,
it.
dash, disengage, or hide.
You have a disengage, you have a dash, and you have a hide as a bonus action. I'm not sure what the exact nomenclature is on them all.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of come over here, and well, I'm gonna come over like here. Position myself for a spicy boy round next, and let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I got grovel, cowering, and begging. That seems unhelpful.
Is that a bonus action?
Grovel, cowering, and begging. But what am I gonna do? It's not gonna really change anything. It's an action. Okay. Cinematic skill checks. What can I do with that?
Let me know. What are you trying to do?
I mean, I'm looking at him. I see that, like, Bigfoot fucked up. I'm gonna ready my sling.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe charisma.
Yeah, you can't ready an action. That's an action.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, you can just pass your turn. I don't want to keep too long here.
I could, like, yeah. All right, yeah. Pass.
It's okay, man. It's all right. You did your attack. That's all right. It's like, and this guy's dead. Okay, you're on to make.
Nice.
I just try to keep it about a minute. Give you guys about a minute to do stuff, and you don't have
all right.
What you want to do. Okay.
I know what I originally said, but now I thought of another idea that would be very helpful for this situation.
All right.
Because I got information that he doesn't have his weapon on him.
Correct.
So
It is leaning up against the nightstand, like right here.
Mako gets an idea, and he's like, I'm a fisherman. I got nets. So he's thinking of throwing a net on this guy
Okay.
and get a good catch.
Hell yeah.
My only question, man, is what is like the ranged attack on it? Because like I look at like it online and like I don't see like what it is.
Usually they're disadvantaged, but in this instance, it's like with.
Well, I have no disadvantage with like the nets, right?
I would rule
gun
this
range.
in this scenario where he's on the floor and you're tossing to him that it's not. You're just trying to do like if you come up close to him and you throw it, it'll be fine. Like if you're like within 5 feet of him there and he's prone, to throw it on him. I wouldn't give you a disadvantage on a net. I mean. How's he gonna?
No, I
dodge
mean
that?
like I'm talking about like throwing like
Yeah, I know. So like
what is it like a +4? Like what is it like Dex? What am I using here?
do you have a net as on your inventory? Don't you have that as a weapon?
Yes, I do.
What does it say on that?
Oh,
It's a weapon.
it got
right?
fixed. Okay, you must have fixed it. It says, okay.
It's got a range of 5 or 15 feet. It's thrown weapon.
Yeah, and I have legendary fisherman, which gives me some bonuses with nets.
Yeah.
Gets an extra +2, so that's gonna be a +6. Yeah, attacking a long range or being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does impose disadvantage on your attack rolls with nets. Okay, so I could throw it from here and not get
Like
disadvantage.
if Bigfoot had grappled, like say it grappled that goblin before, instead of like attacking him, you did a grapple roll, then you could use that bonus action that says you can use a rope to restrain a grapple creature. Just like that could have happened before. Just pointing that out. So
Yes,
you're doing an
sir.
attack roll with this then?
Yep.
Yeah. See, attacking. We got a thing there that says attacking along. Is that
Okay, that would be an actual 15. That would not be a 7.
Oh, okay.
Because that's meant for ability checks, not attacks.
Mako goes to cast a net on Goblin, and he has just rolled off and he's panicking around. As he looks around, he sees a net flying towards him. He grabs onto Bigfoot's ankles, pulls himself to the side with the reflexes of a seasoned warrior, and manages to dodge the net as it lands on the floor next to him. And the net is now laying.
Man,
on
this
his
guy's
back.
reflexive.
Okay. Pass turn.
Okay, he's going to use half of
I
his.
also know that Rainier's not an initiative, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Let me get Rainier back in here. Thank you. I didn't roll for him.
Problem.
I was creating token actions for these guys when you guys were doing that. Alright, so
You're
he
okay.
rolled a 14, and I need to bump him back up. Okay, so he's still prone then. He hasn't had a chance to stand up. So Rainier sees this guy clambering over, and he's going to... Oh, it's delayed. Gonna rush over and try to stab him while he's down. Wait, what? No.
I like how I wrote this in my profile, and I never took it out. No.
About the laser? Yeah, I saw that before too. Yeah. No, I left it in there because it's fine. Zara thinks it
Never
kills
really
people.
used
You can try, but it won't work. It won't work. Zara make.
He just thinks he has laser eyes. Just
Oh
starts
my
staring.
god!
Nice.
Rainier just crits on this guy. Okay.
All right.
So as this guy, so here's what happens. So this guy rolls off the bed. Bigfoot comes down. He rolls off the bed. He falls down prone. He's looking for his weapon. He's scrambling. He sees a net flying towards him. He grabs on to Bigfoot's ankle, slides himself across the ground as he pulls on this guy. Bigfoot doesn't budge an inch. Rainier meanwhile is rushing towards him, clambers over the net, and comes down and stabs the guy right through the throat, critting him for 16 piercing damage. And the goblin is slain as blood gurgles from his neck, and he is dead. And we are out of initiative.
I go and pick up my net.
Let's loot that body.
Loot that buddy. Yeah.
Gangster. That's the sound.
I hope this guy had 4 kids. How many kids do you think they had? I hope it's more than 4. Nice.
All right, so as you look through that, you find that this guy has another javelin, Bigfoot. As you look through it, he also has a scimitar, a goblin scimitar, which would be a smaller version of scimitar. So again, probably not something that you could use without disadvantage, but you can take it. He also has 5 gold on him, and nothing else of import. Let's keep things moving.
Okay, I'll take the javelin and the gold.
Oh, and he has the keys.
Leave.
He has a set of keys on him.
Keys are good. Let's take all those keys.
Take a set of keys. He has a set of keys. It looks like they can get you into. Zara, you see these keys? These are given to managers, and they let you go just about anywhere without needing any kind of lockpicking or anything like that.
Cool. Even though I'm awesome at that.
Yeah. Okay.
Now Sasquatch can go do it. You can open it.
Well, I'm gonna give Zara the keys because he's still leading. I can't see necessarily everywhere we need to go, and he
Can't
knows
see
his
the
way
whole-
around. So I'll hold on to the javelin and the gold, and you take the keys.
I'll take them keys, please. I'm gonna rub them on my lips.
As you go down there, you see there's a door over here. I'm gonna open that up for you guys so you can see. But do you guys want to do anything else in here before you try to move into the next area?
I want to loot the other body. I want to see how many kids this one had.
No notes, no little crayon drawings for this guy. Just there's 10 coppers and 2 silver pieces on him. That's it.
10 coppers and 2 silver pieces. Got it. He was probably a jerk. Okay, I need to add it to
Look
my
at
character
you.
sheet,
You don't
right?
even have a name tag. No, he does have a name tag. His name is Noggin.
Noggin. How do you add a thing?
Now doesn't have much of a noggin anymore though.
10 copper, 2 silver.
Mm-hmm.
10 copper, 2 silver. Okay. Beautiful. I love it. Let's go to the door. Let's fuck up people in there.
All right, you go to this door. You see that it looks like it's locked, but it has a keyhole. And you hear some,
Can I look through the keyhole?
you hear a little bit of muffled noises come from their side, but just from without really investigating, you can't really tell exactly what.
Can we get Mako? Do you have clever ideas to avoid more murder? Figure out what's
Well,
going on.
Czar, I had
We've been
plenty of
murdering a
ideas to avoid more murder, but we didn't really have to murder those guys, to be honest with you, if you really want my take, but
Well, why didn't you speak up before we did murder?
well, I told you I didn't want to murder that other goblin, but you guys did anyway. I wasn't going to participate in
I'm
it.
not hearing any alternative solutions. I'm an action-based kobold.
We can stealth our way through. We don't have to fight and kill.
Ugh. All right, how are we gonna stealth our way through this door?
We got
Well-
the keys now.
You got the keys.
Go wherever the fuck we want.
All right, so your big
Let's take
stealthy
a quick
idea is we're
peek.
gonna walk through the door.
Take a quick peek at the door and see if you can see anybody and try to be stealthy about it, and we'll kind of peek and go with the information and discuss.
Okay. Well, here's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crawl. Well, I don't know. Can I reach the freaking keyhole?
Yep. Yeah, it's about.
Put your ring on and walk up the wall.
It's at about head height. So this is.
Oh,
just
that's actually a wonderful idea. Use the ring.
There's a set of doors that are going all the way to the ceiling. So why would you want to walk? What are you trying to do? It's just a set of double doors that you can walk through, but you guys think you can walk over doors? Like, I don't understand.
No, I'm just.
If he couldn't reach it, he could walk
in
up.
my head. Yeah.
No, it's
Right now, like, what he could be doing.
The keyhole is at
Okay.
your head height. It's at the perfect height for peering through.
Let me peer through.
So just peek in and yeah.
What do I see, buddy? What do I see?
Okay. As you go through, give me a
Do I
perception.
need to
check.
roll? Boom, baby. Normal. Okay. Baby. 14.
Okay, so as Zar looks through the hole, he can just barely make out through the peephole that there seems to be. First of all, you can hear a lot of. There's commotion coming on the side. You hear there's like yelling noises. There seems to be. You almost hear like some sloshing noises, and you can see that there is a. This is what Zar sees. Okay, so nobody else can see this yet except for Zar, but you guys will be able to see it.
Yeah, this music's intense. What are we about to find?
Looks like it's loading in now.
Say it in mind.
I'll change the music.
It's intense music, buddy.
Yeah, man, scaring me.
How about tormented mind then?
Can we calm down and play a little Tormented Mind instead?
Just like watching you guys murder all these goblins.
Just making sure everything's good on OBS and stuff too. Okay, cool. All right, so let me try this again. Try revealing it. As Zar looks through the room, you see that there are 6 tattered soft-stuffed mattresses, and then there are, as you scan from right to left, you start to see that some of the mattresses have been hastily moved up against the far wall. And with that, you see there is a dark dwarf that you recognize as a Duergar. It's a fellow you recognize.
Duergar.
His name is Zemk. And he
Zemk.
is...
Don't dwarves hate me?
Gnomes do, but dark
Oh,
dwarves...
okay.
You know that Duergar are not exactly friendly folk either. They're kind of like the equivalent, fancily equivalent of dark elves. Let me see if I can reveal a little bit more.
Okay, we got a dark dwarf in there.
Duergar, that you recognize as Zemk, has white beard and balding hair, and he's frantically yelling, and there seems to be another guy that you recognize. There's a bald human, is a Xanathar thug that you recognize to be Krentz from the Yawning Portal, who got in a fight earlier with Yagra, and they seem to be yelling at each other about something back and forth. As you listen in, you hear lines of like, they're arguing about something.
Are they
Do you
saying
wanna-
anything about Fluten?
Yes, I had to check. Sorry, I had to scroll up to see what your perception check was with the 14. With the 14, you hear Krentz. Krentz, he's like, "Oi, get over here, help me stuff it." And then the dwarf, the Duergar, is like, "Hold your wheeze, don't try and do nothing fancy, just shove it." Oi, what the shite is that? And he looks over right at the doors, the direction of the door, as he, for a second, just kind of looks over at you and squints. They seem to be in the corner of the room there, and they seem to be huddled around this furniture, like pushing it forward up against this wall. But from your angle, you can't really see over the. There's like a dresser, and there's like a straw bed, and they're pushing it up against the wall, but you can't quite see what yet without entering the room.
I think personally, this looks like. I don't know. What do you think we should do, Rainier? What do you think we should do?
So Rainier.
Sounds like they're stuffing something. It sounds like they're stuffing something.
Something. What did you see, Zah?
I think that's the.
She said these are.
Well, I see them
Xanathar
huddled
baddies,
around.
right?
I said 2 Xanathar baddies. One's a human, a very tall human with a bald head
Do you know him?
from the Yawning Portal.
No,
Yes,
Portal.
he's from the Yawning Portal. He started some shit.
Started some shit. What
Herc
happened?
knows.
It's
Herc.
We need Herc.
And then there's a dwarf I know. I mean, a bad dwarf boy. and they seem to be having a hard time working together, but they are definitely working together.
All of a sudden, you hear a big thumping noise,
something.
and you're like, there's more yelling and screaming at each other and bickering. You hear the sound of more mattresses being moved. Like, whatever's going on in there? They don't seem to be happy about it. It seemed to be distracted. If we were to strike, now would be the time. As long as you're sure they're not friends of yours. They're the Xanathar guild members, and
I am.
sounds like you've had a run.
99% sure they are Xanatharian and bad, and we need to murder them.
Definitely
Guys.
don't have children.
They probably don't, and if they do, they're probably not good children.
Assholes. Yeah.
I recommend the big one goes in there, and as I point to Lebowski, you should run in there, charge in there.
You know what? Give me that fire thing you found earlier.
I give him my alchemist fire.
Okay, he has it.
Alchemist fire.
They're both in the corner next to a bunch of flammable straw mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So dark. Like, wait a minute. What if Floon is in the bag? Like, they're like bagging.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we got to worry about.
We don't want to set the
Yeah.
whole place on fire.
I guess.
Although, that was so metal, though. That was I'm sorry to be the.
Yeah,
I wish
can I
Dirk
actually
was
take
here.
that back?
Yeah. Yeah, you can have that. Damn, I was ready to immolate the whole place. All right.
I still think you should try to go in there, though.
I mean,
Run
to
in
be
there.
fair, this is, you look around and your surroundings is all stone everywhere. I mean, lighting straw beds on fire is a good idea if someone's in them, but probably wouldn't do much if they weren't in them. They'd have to be like on the mattresses to be caught on fire.
I guess I don't know how much of the strike zone the fire.
Yeah,
would-
alchemist fire does spread out, but that's more the inherent property of the alchemist fire, and not so much the fact that it's straw. Catch my drift. Like, it's good. It's just it's not like the whole place is going to go up in flames like at the warehouse. It's
Right,
solid
but
stone down
they're
here.
in close proximity. It would it would be right there.
It doesn't hurt, but it's they're pushing some couches and some beds and some drawers and shit. All the
Okay.
furniture seems to be pushing up against the wall.
Well, fuck. If I'm out of rage, though, huh?
Yes.
Damn.
You should go in there with a clear mind and see what happens. I work good with the clear
Just talk
mind.
to him.
Oh, well,
Reason. Hey, let's send our most charismatic person, the Sasquatch.
I mean, I wish I had some rage going, though. But I don't.
you're big
Breakfast
though,
pack. I
like
just
really big. So I think it would be very wise for you to get in there.
Hold on. What does this do again? Okay. Man, I gotta like dash across the whole room though.
We're not an initiative. You can like get over here.
Like, if you guys start talking to them and you want to tell me like how far you can move, I'll let you know how far you can enter a room. And if you do intend to fight with them, I'll let you know what your starting distances are and stuff, and you'd probably be able to get within range. But
Yeah,
not
we're
if
losing the
they're-
chance of opportunity here. But
Yeah, but like the
we
longer,
wanna do?
kind of like the longer you guys take, they might notice what's going on, might start to go.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got to
Okay.
start speeding this up.
They are
You-
like as they
you wanna
as I
rush
said
in?
before. They look
D-
distracted, like Renair said, they seem distracted.
Yeah.
Should I be sneaky? Should I just go and fucking
Go
balls
in.
out?
Go in.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Pretend you belong.
Yeah,
Be like, hi guys.
Hey
I'm
guys.
just gonna waltz. I'm gonna waltz right the fuck in.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
this
go in
does
like
not
you own
seem
the place,
bad.
bro.
You're gonna try to kick that door down.
Sure.
Well, I have the keys.
Yeah, we have the
Man.
keys.
No,
Yeah.
I got the keys.
Why?
I was gonna
you
say
wanted him to do that?
Go ahead and kick the door. I wasn't gonna move. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, okay. Dungeon
I was like,
Master's actively working against us at this point.
Well, no, I was saying it'd be funny if he's gonna kick it. It was like, yeah, it's still locked. Like you roll you like crit, and it's like, yeah, you it's like open, I guess. But yeah, like anything but a crit probably would have been not good. Trying to kick down a door that's still locked. You would
I like the idea, like if he crits it and his foot just goes right through it like a tiny hole. He's stuck. Anyways, I put the key in the lock and I twist it.
Zar twists and it fits in there, and you hear it click as it opens. And it starts the door starts to open. How do you enter?
Bigfoot first.
Bigfoot first.
And I like jump on his back when he goes in.
Okay. Okay. You can carry someone without advantage, so it's no big deal.
Yeah,
Carry
I'm
Zar
just
'cause
gonna
it's
stroll right in like I own the place.
Okay. Are you trying to do performance? Are you trying to fool them into thinking you are where you're supposed to be and do a performance check or something? Or are you just trying to like, you're strolling in, so Bigfoot strolls right in confidently with Zar on his
Just
back?
kind of, just being chill, just being the dude.
Being the dude, yeah.
This is a dumb plan.
Do you want to be as the dude, or you want to be as yourself?
No. This is a great plan, dude. I love this already.
Are you transforming into the dude, or are you just being Bigfoot?
I'll be the dude.
Okay.
Why not?
Do you want to cast that before you walk in?
I forget what that is. What am I fucking?
It's like a form of disguised self.
Is it forest stealth?
Are you guys okay if we keep going with this? I like this plan.
Well,
Yeah, we could go before this.
No, I'm not in forest.
Okay.
That's not it. What is it?
Yeah, let me see if I can get up here.
Yeah, when you
Okay.
use this version of disguise self, you can seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal, allowing you to more easily blend in with humans and elves.
Okay, thank you. So is it in the chat or something that you're reading from? Because I know I hit it, but I
Yeah,
can't read it.
it's in the chat. Yeah, it's there. You can't cast this again until you finish a short or long rest. Back to magic. That's actually really useful,
Isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And that's not even homebrew. That's just what it comes with. So it's so that you can blend into the cities and stuff like that. That's part of his whole backstory and stuff. It's pretty cool. It would be really fucking cool as if my fucking things worked. Okay. So here's what happens. Bigfoot, how do you want to role play this when you walk in? Like, he's like, I got an idea. How do you tell these guys when you're Zara's about to climb up on you, but you're gonna do their little thing, right? What does it look like when you're casting this spell?
I mean, I guess I want to be sort of goblin-like.
Oh, okay.
To mimic like the fellas that we just killed.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being the dude. Okay, never mind. All right, so that's cool. All right, so your goblins though I think are not that small.
I'm kind of the dude though.
I mean, even the goblin boss was small. I'm pretty sure
No.
goblins are too small because you're like.
Well, I don't have
7
to
or
go
something.
3.
So like, you want to look like an unusually large goblin. So it would.
I would be 4 feet. I would be like a
feet, 7 minus 3.
25%
okay, all right.
larger goblin.
Okay, so you just look like a big goblin. Okay, sure.
I
Oh,
don't see any connection to Vietnam, Czar.
okay. So Bigfoot uses his ability to disguise himself as a goblin. Do you want to look like the one that you killed, the goblin boss?
Sure.
He was fairly large. All right, so you transform yourself into Boblin the Goblin, and as you do that, Zar, are you still gonna hop on his back?
Does the whole disguise thing work? Because I imagine I'm just like clinging to the back. I'm not even in
He
sight.
looks like him, yeah. So Bigfoot, what does it look like when you snap your fingers? Do you twirl around like Sailor Moon doing your little transformation, or you have a puff of smoke, or what does it look like when you just cast your spell? Wave your stick around? Do you
It's like
do a
a
little mantra?
big exhale, and I kind of just shrink down, and like, yeah, maybe there's a little poofs of smoke while I'm like kind of transfiguring my flesh.
Okay, maybe
You
I'm
see
not on his
him
back
start
anymore.
to almost melt down into this smaller statured goblin, and it freaks you out because he doesn't say anything. And all of a sudden, you got like a goblin boss, the guy you just killed, standing in front of you.
Okay, I retreat.
Startled for a second. Rainier's like, "Gosh, what the hell? Jeez, is everyone able to do that? What? Are you? Why did he? What's going
Mako
on?"
goes and is gonna join Bigfoot. Can he actually do that? I'm gonna actually also join him. I think I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
Okay, so Mako recognizes this as the spell Disguise Self, and you're not alarmed by it.
Yeah, I'm not super alarmed by like people changing their shape because I've seen Snake change his shape. I've seen I can change my shape.
Yeah, the only person who saw Snake do that earlier was Herc, because he was there when he took him in the back.
I was there too.
You were there with Herc? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was there with
It's
her.
just you and Herc. Well, yeah, he showed you the spell back and forth. I'm not doubting.
Yeah, he
that
showed the spell that triggered all that. Yeah.
I'm not doubting that Mako would be alarmed by it or whatever, even without seeing Snake and stuff. You know how to disguise yourself. I was just asking whether or not you're unafraid, because you could explain that to your friends who are freaking out.
I'm not afraid.
Don't be afraid, comrades. And like I go and I'm turning myself into a regular human man, essentially.
Okay. Why wouldn't you just be one of the guys that we just killed?
I mean, like I can't be as short as them though. I can only do a foot short. So I'd be like a 4-foot goblin.
So I'm pretty sure it's the way it works is that if they were to investigate you guys, you can make yourself look like these people when they're not the right height. But if anybody were to investigate and you're not the right height, they would be able to like their hands would like pass through you and shit.
Yeah,
Pretty
they would have to
precise
roll a investigation check against me. It'd probably be the same thing for Bigfoot, and they would have to check against our spell save DC.
Okay, you
And
look
for
like,
Bigfoot, it would be Wisdom.
Are you so what do you transform into, Mako? Just a man?
I'd transform into a human male man that's like bald and like looks like a bit thuggish, not like the guy in there, but like just like you
the
know, your
Xanathar
general
thugs you saw
typical
earlier?
thug. Yeah,
Like the ones you saw from the Yawning Portal that were all skinheads?
exactly.
Eye tattoos?
Yeah,
Do you want to use eye
Yep.
tattoos?
I'm gonna use eye tattoos as well. Yep.
Okay. So Mako is not
I'm
alarmed.
gonna go
He
in behind
transforms.
Bigfoot.
Okay.
Give him support. Yep.
All right. Is
Ready to go
everyone
in there, man?
Can you do that? Is everyone what the hell's going on? Is everyone here?
I
able
don't
to
know what.
discuss-
I can disguise myself. Yeah. Yes, I can disguise myself, but I didn't know that he could as well.
Well, God,
We're gonna
that's a
try
real-
some trickery.
That's a very useful skill. I didn't know you guys could do that. Seems like that would have helped earlier when we were trying to sneak in through this whole hideout, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess so. Getting kind of used to the new abilities.
Really weird that we didn't use that before, but all right, I'm glad we got it.
And not really sure.
That would be the trickery aspect I mentioned earlier. Yes, it's good. I like this.
Yes. All right. You ready to go in?
Do you think they would be interested in Rainier as a prisoner? Maybe we can be bringing them a gift.
Are you asking me or are you asking your players?
They would
I'm
be
asking
suspicious if we brought them in armed, though. That's the only
Yeah, like why are we
caveat,
bringing?
so I don't want
why
to
are we
bring Rainier in
bringing him
there
into-
without
Okay.
weapons and stuff
Okay,
like that. I
fair.
prefer you just
That's
Would you
fair.
like me to
roll the
use
attack.
it's
Yeah.
like
Okay, we're ready.
Rainier's. Oh, so you're not gonna do it? Okay.
No, we're not gonna do it. I don't think we should do it.
It just seems
Okay.
like you guys are going for the trickery thing, so you're gonna go like a half.
Yeah, let's
measure.
just go for
Just
the.
gonna go.
Okay.
Just gonna
Yeah.
remove them then.
I want you
enough,
guys
I
to
guess.
like be in. I want you guys to be in the back and be ready to. You two to like come on in from the back
Well, hold on there.
once we get
friends.
the password.
Don't you?
Let's-
I've seen the way that you handle nets and rope. Isn't there some sort of sailor's knot you can do, like slip a noose, so make it look like I'm tied up, and then just pull the string, and there you go, I'm free. You know
Yeah, I could do
sailor's
that.
knots, don't you? I've been around sailors my
Yeah.
whole life. I've seen things like that. If that's your
We could do
plan,
something
that's
like
not bad. Now, Zah, you work here, right? And they don't know. So we could use that to our advantage as well, could we not?
No, I suppose I could just walk in. I suppose.
My mother always taught me not to do things half-assed, and it seems like just two of us going in there transform is a great idea, but all of us being in on it seems to. You either need to go all in on it or not at all. That's how.
I do have a bloody shovel.
Just wipe some of it on Rainier like you incapacitated him.
on Rainier.
Like he used it to capture him, you know?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna pretend that like they're bringing me in.
All right. Do you need me to like roll any kind of check for like tying up Rainier with that specific knot?
Give me a roll with advantage since you have all the time you need to.
All right.
You can
So
give me a
that's just
survival.
going to be a skill check with normal.
Survival, but we'll add down your proficiency with the rope for it. So you do a survival check. And then,
Survival.
or no, it'd be
Ooh,
sleight of hand. Sorry,
survival.
it would
It would be sleight of hand. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Survival.
Like it could be survival.
All right.
But,
That would be a 16.
okay.
With the plus
So you managed to
proficiency.
make like a little noose around him that when you pull out, like all you have to do is just pull, and it looks like it's a knot, but it looks like he's restrained, but he's actually, if he just moves his arms apart, it falls apart.
All right. Here's the password for if we need to gauge an attack. All right. And I want you guys all to know it. It is going to be get him. Okay.
Okay.
Rainier looks at Zai, he's like, would you like to write that down? I think you got it.
Do we all understand this?
Yes.
Captain
Out and
Mako.
clear.
Aye, all right. Let's go
get
in.
'em.
Yeah.
With that, you guys stroll into the room with it is who's in front here?
I would say Lebowski, right? You want to be in front? You want to go in front of Ian since you're the big boy technically?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Sweet. I'll come in behind you with Rainier.
A large goblin boss that looks awfully familiar, like the guy you just went, Goblin, that Zar would know the name of, and I assume tells the name to Bigfoot. He looks just like Goblin, and Zar is going to be walking in behind with Rainier restrained, supposedly by a rope. As you guys walk in, the sight that you see before you is there's Zemp the Duergar, and he is yelling at Krentz, and Krentz is yelling at him. And they seems to be crowded around by a door in the corner of the room. And the door seems to be water leaking out of the door as Krentz starts to yell at him. No, oh Mike, you can't just keep pushing shit against it. You gotta actually stuff something under there. It's gonna get us. And then as they turn around, and then he's like, who the hell are those blokes? And he goes over there and turns around and sees you guys. And with that, I suppose that's where we're gonna end the session.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Excellent.
All right, I'm gonna hit stop recording right there.
As I swam, my name was Captain Mako. And ocean floors I did not forget. It's so wickedly I kept away, I did. As I swam, so wickedly I did. As I swam, oh I escaped a man of war. As I swam, oh I escaped a man.